Go hit that sub, join the quest. Riches await, you're the best. International stacker, stacking strong. Silver, gold,
let's go.
Where you belong. Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill. Crabs are grooving side to side. Ocean waves where dreams collide.
Who's ready?
Claws are up, the beat we chase. Treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me. Gold and silver, who wants it all? Are you ready for the mega gall? We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me. Tidal rhythms in the sand, shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up in the sky. International stacker, he's our guy. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me. 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 Dance with me.
Kicking it old school.
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International stacker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are off to another historic day that's forcing me to yet again live stream. This morning, right before market open, silver was over $53 an ounce. Gold was over $4,200 an ounce. And boy, oh boy, look at this volume upon open. They tried to smash it down. So let's see here. Overnight, late night. Wow, we got to about 53.28. When I woke up, we were at like 53.07. I'm like, I got to go live. Then look at the bankers trying to smack it down as they panic. But we got green candles. We're at $52.66. And boy, oh boy, are we off to the races. Let me just pull up the silver futures. I knew I was missing something. Silver futures are over 51.15 an ounce, which is huge. Overnight, it got to about almost $52 an ounce. So we're still in backwardation, which is when the futures price is cheaper than the spot, and it's about $1.50 nearly. So once that closes, like, we're already in a silver squeeze, folks. We're already in a silver squeeze, but once that closes, expect to see an explosive move in the silver price. And I've been retweeting stuff all morning that I want to show you guys. But before we do that, let me shout out people joining. We're going to be having a fun time this morning in the silver party. We got David Carlisle, shout out Stamos in the house. We got Dan, we got the bot, we got Smash the smash the Neoteny. Stock gains in the house. We got Johnny H, Big Green Stacker. We got Keek. We got Mr. and Mrs. West Coast Stacker. We got Gear Up Survival, stock gains, and many, many more. You guys, the name is International Stacker. I literally travel the world buying gold and silver with you by my side. We go on this journey together. I've got over 1,500 videos all over the world, so check them out. And I am soon giving away nearly 40 ounces in the Mega GA and some gold. As a matter of fact, the first 1,000 people to enter my Mega GA are gonna guaranteed win a new 1/2 gold back unreleased. Check out the $280,000 gold and silver full stack video for one, to see some of the silver and gold I'm giving away, but two, maybe gain a valuable advantage in the Mega GA. So make sure you watch that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are right now at $52.74. Silver stackers, gold stackers, and investors, we are pushing together. We are storming the beaches of the big bankers. And I'm trying to bring this up, Braveheart. I forgot Braveheart. We're gonna need that for today. So let me pull him over here. Boop. Holding the line. We're gonna need Braveheart. So we'll bring up the hold the line gifts. We are literally battling the bankers. So let me go over some tweets, and then we're going to just go over some more analysis, and I'm going to keep you updated the best I can on what's going on, but we're currently in a green candle, $52.78. So look at some of these tweets I retweeted this morning before I went live. I've been buying silver for 15 years. I cannot be shaken from the bull. That is impossible. Instead, you're going to have to give me a lot of cash for each ounce. A load a mountain of cash. You guys, you need to see my tweet to the LBMA the other day. We've got silver is going to $150 in the very new future, likely to be a single event squeeze, not a trend. You know, I've been saying I expect silver to go to 60 in the next week to two, 75 by the end of the year, and next year it could go to triple digits. But if certain aspects or things or events happen, it very well could break 100 by the end of the year. 150, I don't know. That's pretty bullish, but I'm not going to complain if it does. Silver is on fire, up 70% this year, driven by government debts, inflation fears, and demand from AI data. And you know, I just noticed we don't have any music. Let's get some music on here. There we go. Driven, where's AI data? AI data centers. All while stockpiles shrivel and minerals are mining flatlines. Last week, silver hit the fabled backwardation, something that used to happen once in a century. Remember, backwardation is when the future price is less than the spot price, and it's about $1.50 right now. There are now 360 paper contracts for every 1 ounce of physical silver, straight from the U.S. debt clock itself. And you guys, if you don't know what that is, check out the U.S. debt clock. That means for every ounce of silver that actually exists, 359 others are just digital promises. If everyone demanded delivery at once, the entire paper system would implode and silver's true value would be revealed. Before 1873, when the U.S. quietly demonetized silver, the crime of 73, the natural gold to silver ratio was averaged at 15 to 1. Today, it's over 80 to 1, and right now it's 79.4 to 1, so we're catching up a little. 80 to 1, yet silver is used in everything: energy, tech, medicine, EVs, AI hardware, solar, freaking yoga pants. As silver supply runs dry and demand keeps rising, the price suppression through paper markets can't hold forever. When the dam breaks, silver won't just catch up to gold, it will outperform it. And here's his math. That is crazy. The silver market traded 900 million paper ounces yesterday. I called that, guys, because remember when we were looking at this volume yesterday, where was that? Right here. I was like, they're at it again. They're at it again. The last time we saw volume like that was back here, where they dumped over 1 billion paper ounces on the COMEX to try to break the silver price down below 50, and they couldn't do it. Well, they tried again here yesterday, and look at this green ladder. Bloop, 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 bloop. As soon as the high, like all the markets are manipulated, but the COMEX is the worst. As soon as the COMEX shuts down, it just does that leg higher. That is crazy. So yesterday, the market traded 980 million paper ounces. The COMEX had 364 deliveries And the LBMA had 1,105 deliveries, meaning people are demanding silver, so they have to give it to them. How many shorts are in the green? Spot is selling at $100 plus in China. Are you not entertained at the silver squeeze and Rothschild dollar death? Wow. Look at this one. Silver shortage goes global. India is now a key driver, making the price of silver unstoppable. The physical silver squeeze just escalated dramatically. India, the world's largest silver importer, and they're huge in gold too, is now facing an even more extreme shortage than London. The evidence. 3 major Indian silver ETFs have suspended new creations. Spot premiums hit 17% versus future in India versus the 1% in London. Indian buyers paying $200 plus a kilogram over the global spot price for immediate delivery. Why this matters for London. India imports 80% of its silver. And remember, India's over 1 billion people. With Chinese exports constrained, India buyers are now competing directly with London for scarce physical metal. The domino effect. LBMA, which is the British equivalent of COMEX, lease rates still at panic levels of 21% for 1 month. U.S. Mint production down over 80%. Royal Canadian Mint halted large bar production. Royal Mint restricting Britannia sales. The bottom line, we're witnessing a synchronized global physical silver squeeze. When the world's largest importers can't get enough metal at any price, the paper pricing mechanism breaks. It's a systemic failure in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at $52.83. We are storming back to $53 an ounce, historic. We've got a bunch of people in chat. We've got Mad Stacker dropping in. We got Mr. and Mrs. West Coast. We got Drums in the house. We've got Jerry. We've got Carrick. We've got Penthouse Cards. We got over 205 people in the stream as of right now. Please smash the like, share the stream. We all need to unite silver stackers, gold stackers, silver traders, Wall Street bets, silver bets. If we all combine our power, hodl, and hold the line, we can fight back against the big bankers, and we're literally storming the beaches of JP Morgan Chase as we hit $52.82. And let's check the futures. We're at $51.29. Folks, this is not only crazy, this is historic. Again, the name's International Stacker. Over 1,500 videos around the world buying gold and silver with y'all. And y'all help control the journey. You all told me to get on a camel, and I live stream from the back of a camel in Egypt. So please subscribe. Please turn on the notifications because I'm giving away almost 40 ounces of silver soon and a bunch of gold. You don't want to miss it. Turn on the notifications. We got Black Eagle Bullion in the house. We got Kanika Warrior in the house. We've got Justin. We've got Stock Gang saying I love silver. We got Welder Guy saying Streamlabs. Can you ask him to speak up, please? How's my audio? Is my audio not good? How is the music and the voice? Is it not good? Do I need to turn the voice up a little? It's low. Hold up. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? 1, 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2. We're at $52.82. I think we might be better. Thank you to Jim Watton for subscribing. Thank you to Jason for subscribing. Okay, voice is good. I hear you. Wow, David Carlisle with the 199 Luster chat and the crab saying squeeze it. We're squeezing it to the max. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that Luster chat. Okay, I think we're good now on the audio. Thank you, David Carlisle, so much for that. Those crabs. Every bit helps me. You know, it's expensive. I just did a trip to Poland, and I've got a bunch of videos coming for you guys on the Germania Mint, and literally the cost of that entire trip was nearly 10 grand. Nearly. Not quite, but nearly. So all the super chats, channel memberships, even just liking, even just subscribing, even just leaving a comment on a video helps me a lot. So thank you all for that. Wow. Okay, so we got some news coming in from the trading view here. Fed rate cut optimism, safe haven demand, fuel gold's rally beyond 4,200. Yeah, that's the other story, you guys. Gold. Let's see what we're at now. Gold is 41.87. It broke 4,200 in after hours. Woo! Silver's industrial role likely to fuel continued demand. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in crazy times. Let's go back over here. Silver Quest. Silver shorts paying through the nose to roll over their positions. Look at that. 15.5% for shorts. That is crazy. We've got 300 people in the chat. You guys, please smash that like button. Help this get out to more people. And you got to be following me on X, formerly known as Twitter. The name and the handle is INTL Stacker for international. I put this out 48 minutes ago. The market opens in 36 minutes. Will the bankers be able to keep silver under 53? The gold and gold under 4,200. I will be live streaming the open on YouTube. So you want to follow for that. Peter Schiff. It only took gold 1 week to rise from 4K to 4,200. At this pace, gold will surpass 5,000 by Thanksgiving and 6,000 by Christmas. If gold is above 6,000 and silver will be above 75. Buy 1 ounce transfer. Okay, that's an ad. That's an ad there at the end. But have you guys ever made so much money just sleeping? Have you guys ever made thousands of dollars just sitting in your closet? That's literally happening right now as we are still pushing back towards 53 that we are in before the COMEX open and these bankers tried to smashy McSmasher it. But we're looking strong. We've got a bunch of green candles. We're at 52.85. Big thank you to Littlefoot for subscribing. Dude, I loved the Land Before Time when I was a kid. Littlefoot. I loved Land Before Time. That's funny. Big thank you to Eric for subscribing. You guys, it is going crazy. So Rudy Poo is saying, what's the difference between Fiat and Pokemon cards? The picture on the front of it. Yeah, and at least with Pokemon cards, you can like play a fun game. You guys, that's why we stack this stuff, physical gold and silver. All through human history, this paper stuff has literally gone to zero. These are from, where are these from? Venezuela. Here's some Lebanese lira, worth nothing. Literally. Some Vietnam dong, worth nothing. And it got so bad in Zimbabwe that they had to go to $1 million notes, to $1 billion notes, and then to $1 trillion notes. And if you don't think that could happen here, you're crazy. There's like a little, there's my runes going crazy back there, a little party. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in historic times. Please subscribe, smash the like button as we rage towards $53. And checking the futures, we are still in backwardation. We're at $51.43. And the spot price is $52.85. So we're at about $1.50. I've got Mrs. IS in the room. We've got Rat Stackers baby rats in the room, and they are going crazy. They've got the silver lust in their eyes. And again, here's the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go back here and go through some more tweets. Peter Schiff again. This was in the middle of the night. I just woke up to see gold up over $60 per ounce, trading above 4,200 for the first time ever. Silver is also up over $1, back above 52.60. I'm going back to sleep. Who knows how much higher these metals might be by the time I wake up. I've never made so much money in my sleep. I feel you, Peter. Amazing sight to see silver at 53. This journey has been long and drawn out, but so worth every single moment. I hope everyone has a blessed day. God is good. That was at 53.01. We're headed back there. And you guys remember, your decisions are yours and yours alone. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy on the internet. But I'm sharing my adventure with you, and literally that has taken me around the world. I've had this channel, I think, 9 years, over 1,500 videos. So thank you to all the old subscribers. Thank you to the new subscribers. Shout out to Keek, brand new subscriber from yesterday. So shout out to Keek. And guys, we're just gonna have a blast today. Some people like the music, some people don't. The music, I find the music is a net positive. But how about this? I will turn down the volume on it a little bit here. There we go. Turn down the volume on it a little bit. So hopefully that makes you guys a little bit more happy that hate the music. People either hate it or love it. AG Chopsticks, Mr. Uh-oh, some of those Pokemon cards are worth more than their weight in gold. So yeah, some of the Pokemon cards are crazy. We got Hendo 19742 saying trillionaire Zimbabweans. Yeah, literally. People were all trillionaires there. What's the next squeeze? Someone help me. Mr. Uh-oh, we're in the short squeeze as we speak. So that is why we're seeing such crazy price movement in silver. And yesterday we gapped down. If you look here to here, it's blank. We gapped. All gaps must be filled, so we should expect that gap higher. So we're in backwardation, okay? So that's when the futures price is less than the spot price. Once this future price catches up, so once it's like 52.78 or more, just depending on the price at that time, you should expect to see an explosive move in silver. Additionally, a short squeeze is when people are betting against silver or whatever stock they're betting again, okay? So whatever it is, they say, I think it's going to go down. So they put a bunch of money, it's leverage saying it's going to go down to this point, and then they can cash out and make money. Well, to do that, they have to borrow shares to do that, or contracts. And in the paper market, COMEX and LBMA, paper contract is 5,000 physical ounces. So a short squeeze is when a rapid price surge up forces short sellers to buy back their positions, amplifying the rise due to covering demand. So if you bet that it's going to go down and all of a sudden it goes up $100, you have to essentially buy a bunch of shares, but you don't buy them. You just buy them and give them back. But that can wipe people out. So just the other day, there was a massive crypto liquidation event. Over 1 million crypto traders trading on leverage. Okay, trading on leverage. The price crashed so much, the system automatically logged them out, liquidated their standings, and they lost money. So shorts, if it goes too crazy, they can just sell your position and say you owe us like $100,000. It's crazy. That's why you never want to trade on leverage. I mean, if you're going to trade on leverage, you've got to be an expert, but like you should never trade on leverage. It's just way, way too sketchy, and people's entire lives got destroyed. There was a crypto influencer from Ukraine who offed himself, unfortunately, and reports of other people. I saw pictures of people smashing their computers, but more importantly, I saw pictures of people saying that they are now silver. They're into silver and gold. And look at this. Nick Fulton says 6 months ago, this tiny stack of 10-ounce bars were valued at $9,800. Today, over $14,000. Wow. And I want to take you guys, we'll go through these other ones, but this was the scene yesterday in Australia. This is a bullion shop in Australia. This is people waiting in line to go in and buy gold and silver at ABC Bullion. How crazy is that? And look at the ages. There's all different demographics here. Young, old, new, in the middle. So that should tell you what is going on. I got a few more tweets to go through, and then I'm going to answer questions. So if you got questions, get them typed up, and then we'll go over those soon. I want to show you guys this. Fiat is melting. Gold is steady. Silver is literally angry as we rage towards 53. Every breakout is a scream. This isn't hype. It's history. You guys, you all are a part of history. Please like this stream. We got nearly 400 people on it. Please share it out. The more people that are following along, the more we can move the needle. We are gold and silver stackers uniting with traders. Wall Street Silver, Wall Street Bets uniting together, and we are literally storming the beaches of the big bankers. Okay, we're going to go to the chat. If you guys got questions, let me know. But Hendo's saying, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. There you go. ABC Bullion in Martin Place, Sydney. Wow, that is crazy. AG Chopsticks is saying, wish people liked foreign silver coins as much as they liked bullion. I do, AG. You've seen my hoard. I love them. We got illegal products. I hate lines unless they are proof. Oh, come on, illegal. That is an illegal product for sure. Okay, everyone needs a coin of the realm. Yes, I agree with that. Totally. Just sipping coffee and listening to the stream. You guys, I'm sipping coffee. What are you guys sipping? Please let me know in chat. Are you sipping coffee? Is it a bourbon whiskey, Morton? Like, I guarantee you this, if you were a big banker, you're probably just sipping all kinds of whiskey right now, pulling your hair out, panicking. That's not us, right? So Floyd Lawton saying, international stacker, will silver hit 55 today? It could. If we break this 53, I think 54 is more likely. But it could very well hit to 55. Remember, this or next week is my $60 goal. Beginning of the year, my goals were 50 silver and 4,000 gold, and people laughed at me, said I was extremely bullish. Look where we're at now. The Mando Dad saying, Perth, Perth, Perth. Oi, oi, oi. We got MKP stacking in the house. John Ruck in the house. We've got Gil in the house. Mad Stacker. I do too, AG, but I lost my foreign dealer. Oh, that stinks. You guys, before the price was going crazy, that's how I'd get really cheap silvers. I buy the foreign stuff. And a lot of it's worth more if you like take the time to dig through it. Big shout out and thank you to Chad for subscribing. Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share the stream. Travel the world, buying gold and silver, over 1,500 videos. And I'm giving away 40 ounces of silver and some gold soon. Check out this video right here, 280K gold and silver full stack. You might get an advantage in the Mega GA. As we're at $52.76. We are moving sideways on a red candle, but I am not afraid. Don't be scared, be prepared. And us gold and silver stackers have been preparing for years. Gold to silver ratio is currently at 79.42 as we roll down and check this out. Look at this. Zeroed out and are you ready to squeeze? Coined it yesterday. Stackwardation. When silver stackers frenzy amid supply choke and backwardation blue, spot rips, future flops, short sweat. Who's stacking through the squeeze? You guys, I'm stacking through the squeeze. I recently let me get this worthless paper fiat currency out of the way. Like, Mrs. IS, can you go get a broom and every time I use this paper you could just like sweep it out of the way because it's so worthless? Like this stuff, look at this. Look at this paper. We got to just start sweeping it everywhere. But I picked up this 100-ounce bar recently. Let me flip the right way. Johnson Matthey got a really, really good deal on it. And then also, too, I was at a refinery. And there's all kinds of people and everything's going crazy. Look at all this. So I did sell a little bit of silver at the refinery because I was doing it to make a video for y'all, so I had to. But I also picked up some premium silver while I was there. Some very cool stuff. Look at this. 2-ounce Privateer series. Very cool. Got some germanium mint. Premium silver. Got some Universario rounds. There we go. It's vintage. But the coolest thing with this Bhaskar silver bar from Perth Mint, these things carry a hefty premium, and I got that $1 over spot. So that's pretty cool. Are you guys buying? What are you buying? Are you waiting to see what's going to happen? We got Matt in the chat saying, good morning, stackers. As we're at $52.77, we're still pushing towards that 53. I think we're going to hit it. They tried to slam us down. They're pre-market open in the U.S., but look at this, Mrs. IS. You guys, look at this. Look at this after we went to sleep. Bam! Oh, these bankers. Oh, these bankers. Okay. So let's get on here. Let's get on here. We are going to actually, I don't want to do that. Okay. So our next target, guys, we're at 52.71. Let's look what we got back here. 52.75. Okay, our target is 52.90. We're gonna go 52.90. 52.90. So that's gonna be our goal. That's our first goal of the stream. We're at 400 people online. Please smash like, share the stream. Gold and Silver Junkie saying, I'm not selling at all. I'm buying 90% and lots of it. You guys, call around to coin shops and even check the online bullion dealers. Many are doing 90% at spot. Some are doing 90% under spot. So you always buy the deals, the best deals at the time, and that's one of them. Oh, I wanted to show you guys a... thing here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it without doxing myself. Okay, so I'm going to pull it up. I have it on my phone. This was a comment yesterday from a subscriber. This is intel from a coin show a day ago. Okay, intel from a viewer. Was at a coin show this weekend and everyone really was selling 1-ounce silver at spot. Did not really matter what it was. Eagles, pandas, premium rounds, all $50. Hell, I even bought prospectors at $1 under spot. Engelhard prospectors, that's probably not Engelhard, that's probably just prospectors. I was buying 90% commemorative dollars, $2 under melt. And now that is Monday and the market reopened, silver jumped up to $2+ and it is at 52.20 right now. There were dealers even selling 1/10 graded MS70 gold eagles for spot +20, and they were not selling. And gold jumped up another 100 to 41.20. That's intel on the ground from one of you, a stacker. So if you go to a coin show or if you're going to your coin shop, please let me know at internationalstacker@gmail.com. Are there tons of people? Are there more buyers and sellers? Are there lines? What are the prices? Send me pictures, please, and I will put it on the next stream because something tells me we're going to be seeing a lot of streams. Black Eagle Bullion saying, do you think SD Bullion and other hedge their silver inventory? I don't think it's just bankers. Yes, there are a bunch of different people and companies that do hedge. I don't think SD Bullion is one of them, though. And if you go look at their prices and that they're still buying, that should tell you that. But yes, definitely some LCSs and different companies hedge, and they, you know, are having a rough time right now, not being fully independent. I'm not saying that as a dig, right? It's a security during normal times, but during times of backwardation, when the futures price is cheaper than the spot price, that can be dangerous. Hindo, 56 pounds, sterling for 1 ounce silver. We have to pay VAT herd of 60 an ounce. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, people in the EU, and I learned this when I went overseas, and even in England, because they did technically have the Brexit. I don't know where they're at with that, but they've got a 20% VAT, which stands for value added tax, when they buy silver. So a lot of folks in Europe and around, they buy gold or they buy silver from other stackers, because if you buy it private, there's no VAT, but if you buy it from a company, there's 20% on top of that. Highway robbery, in my humble opinion. Yeah, daylight robbery, saying rabid rabies. Rabid rabies. 121. There we go. Yeah, it is crazy. Albania is sort of EU, says illegal. Oh, you're legal? You're in Albania. Okay. So before we go to the United States, if you're from another country in chat, please put in chat what country you're from. We'll go to the U.S. after. And thank you to JM Tan for subscribing. Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share the stream. I'm International Stacker. I travel the world buying gold and silver. We want to break 37,000 subscribers today. We're at 36.9. We're at 36.9. Let's see. Let me pull this up. How many subs do we have to go? We need 54 subs for me to break 37,000. I think we can do it. Okay, we got Canada in the house. We got Hoagie Hoagland and the beautiful princess. Good morning, IS. Good morning. There's no VAT in Belgium. Okay. Former and current prisoner colony of Australia in the house. That is funny. Okay, what about from the U.S.? What states do we have represented in the chat? You guys were at $52.66, continuing to move sideways. Futures at 51.33. Let's go ahead and refresh this. All right, here's our boy Peter Schiff. I wonder if Scott Bassett, he's the new Treasury Secretary, and he's a gold bug, guys, which is good for us, has always been this big of a BSer, or if he just had a crash course at... Okay. The next one is... Told you silver was boring. Now it's they told you silver was boring. Now it's approaching 60. Who's laughing now? We've got Massachusetts in the house, Arizona. We've got Germany, Michigan, Chicago, Maine, Maryland, Ohio, Texas, living in Belgium. We've got Florida. I'm in Florida. I'm in Key West, coming to you live. I was just in Springfield, Illinois the other day. We got Massachusetts, People's Republic of Colorado. I love it. Monument Metals is completely sold out of American Silver Eagles. It's crazy, says Black Eagle Bullion. That is nuts. Mr. Sorrow, Georgia boy, should at what point this blow up, you should hedge. I'm not hedging. Like, I'm in physical metals, and I have some monies in the paper stock market, but I'm not hedging. I see buying gold and silver as hedging, my hedge against inflation. So if I didn't understand your question, please let me know. The premiums are crazy on ASC, saying Black Eagle Bullion. Yeah, it's going to get crazier, guys. So if you're buying gold and silver, one, I think you get 90% under spot. But two, if you could get American Silver Eagles at spot, I mean, that might be the move for a short-term flip. Because, like, back post, like, a little into COVID times, like, they got up to, like, $16 premium per American Silver Eagles. So that could be an opportunity if you could time that right. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet. Your decisions are yours and yours alone, but that's what I would be doing. We got Nevada in the house. We got Montana. We got Austin, Texas, New York. We got Pennsylvania. A big thank you to Azealia and Welder Guy for subscribing. Guys, and if you've been subscribed for a long time, check your subscriptions, because YouTube, like, will unsubscribe you. It's totally dirty. As we're moving sideways at $52.66. We got Rotterdam in the house. What's up, Rotterdam? We got Lubbock, Texas, home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders and Buddy Holly. Ooh, interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're closing in on 500 people watching the chat. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are close to my goal of 37,000, 37,000 subscribers. Let's see what we're at here. We got 36,958, so 42 more subscribers, and we will break that goal. Bullion Misfits, life is good in District 9. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, what's your guys' prediction? Okay, for today, we're 52.65. I think we close above 53. I do. I don't think they can hold it. I think we close above 53. Press 1 if you think we close above 53. Press 2 if you think we close below 52. Let's see what you guys are saying there. And now, watch you guys are picking that up. We'll go look at a few more tweets here. Okay. Silver is now up 82% this year, and it is accelerating. Gold, silver, HQ. Dude, these are crazy times. Scottsdale silver. Silver and gold is flowing well. We have ample supplies of raw materials in a facility and coming to U.S. continually. While other biz models are struggling, we are ramping production to meet the demands of our global U.S. buyers. And you guys, I love Scottsdale. Look at this 20-ounce Scottsdale, like super large Kit Kat. I won't even call it a Kit Kat. It's more of a candy bar, honestly. But this is super cool premium silver. They got these 10-ounce loaves. It's like a loaf of bread. Look at that. I love Scottsdale silver, and I remember buying these for $380 a piece. I remember when they hit 400, I was like, I don't know, that might be too expensive to buy it at 400. I also remember buying constitutional silver at $10 times face, going like, I don't know, anything more than that's a bit expensive. We've got most people in chat putting ones in the chat, which means they think we're going to close above 53. And as a matter of fact, Gil's saying $53.50 plus. JP Morgan, CEO, Jamie Dimon, gold could easily go to 5,000, 10,000 in an environment like this. So from 5,000 to 10,000. This is one of the few times in my life it's a semi-rotation. It's semi-rotational to have some in your portfolio. And you guys, big bankers now are even saying, oh, we recommend 20% gold in your portfolio. What's happened? What's going on? The big bankers are starting to say that. They know the party's coming to an end. They know they cannot suppress it anymore and keep it down. I mean, they're trying as we move sideways at 52.63 with silver futures currently at 51.39. But you can't hold back the dam forever. At this rate, we will see $55 silver by the end of the week, says Echo X. Gold Telegraph. Suddenly, many in the crowd who once yelled monetary reset, a tinfoil hat fantasy, now think that we are in the... Sorry. Rat Stacker's Rat wants on me. Hey, Rat. Okay, so a tinfoil hat fantasy now think that is where the world is headed. All right. The most hilarious thing is LBMA, which is the market over in England. Physical silver free float went from it will last for them for a few months, around 5,000 to 7,000 metric tons, to 0 within 2 weeks. The experts said everything was fine just 2 weeks ago, and then boom, 0 LBMA physical silver free float. That happened quick. That is true. Big shout out to Black Eagle Bullion dropping the fist bump $3 super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that, Black Eagle. And everyone, welcome Mr. Happy Stacker 69 to the Crustacean Nation as a member. Thank you so much. They just became a prospector. Every super chat sticker membership helps me do what I do. I literally travel the world buying gold and silver with you along the side on the journeys. But guess what? You don't have to do that. Do that if you want, but you don't have to do that. Just liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the stream. If we all work together and hold the line, we can fight back against the big bankers and their years and years and years of suppression and attack on the metals. So a big thank you again to Black Eagle Bullion for that $3 fist bump, and Mr. Happy Stacker 69. Welcome to the Crustacean Nation as a prospector. I believe 55 by the end of the week is saying Anita Moore. Wow. It could happen. Supply and demand, I've been saying this for decades, says Illegal Products. Spot price in China and India is now 58, saying Mahmoud Kakal. Mahmoud, where are you from? Are you over there? Where are you from? I'm curious. I'm curious on people from overseas if you have any on-the-ground intelligence that we don't know about. Are you seeing lines? And even in the U.S., is anyone seeing lines outside of coin shops? I showed you a little bit ago the one in Australia. People lined up. And Yankee Stacky put out a video from Tim's coin shop yesterday. People lined up. But are you guys seeing that out there in the wild? Hoagie Hoagland, what's your exit strategy? Guys, if it hits 75 to triple digits, coin dealers won't buy at that high, I'm guessing. Then us actual physical holders are going to be targeted by squeezed out of... No, I don't agree with that, Hoagie, respectfully. Here's why. If we hit 75, then 100, everybody's going to be talking about it. The gardener, the person at the checkout store, the library, like everybody who might just be like, not paying attention to stuff. They're all going to be talking about gold and silver. They're all going to be rushing in. If we hit 75 to 100, I believe it's going to be called a metal that was coined by Mike Maloney some years ago, unobtainium, where people can't get it. So I believe at that point, we will be able to liquidate for way more premium than in normal times. $50 premium maybe. Like, you never know how crazy it's going to get. So that's a situation I believe we're going to be in. But my long-term strategy is to stack and build dynastic wealth for the next generation, right? In the meantime, if I need it during retirement, I could use it. If I need it before, then I could use it. However, if gold and silver skyrocket to a point where I think it's like bananas and it's going to come down, I'll consider like maybe changing out 1,000 or 2,000 ounces for another asset. So it depends what's going on. If the housing market collapses and gold and silver go through the roof and I think it's overbought, I might consider trading for some property or another asset or to arbitrage it back later, right? But that's kind of where I'm thinking, where my mind is at. But yeah, I wouldn't want to ride it to the top, up to the top and back down, especially if I was thinking about exiting sooner than that. Gold and silver is usually a long-term play, nothing short. But we're in a situation where people can definitely make short-term plays and probably be profitable. But again, not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet. So your decisions are yours and yours alone. 55 by the end of the week. Need more ASAP, saying Hindo 19742. Thank you so much for subscribing. Chen, thank you so much. Las Vegas has plenty of LCSs, but according to a few of them, the buy to sell ratio are about 8 to 10. Interesting. Oh, 8 to 10 to 1. If we hit 3 digits, I will buy my dream Porsche. That's awesome, illegal. Bullion Misfits. Gibson, go. Angela, laugh out loud. I've been telling everyone for years now. Cocktail waitresses, dentists, dentist cashiers. I wonder if they heard me. Seeing my serious face. That's funny. You had your serious face, and now they got Pikachu faces going. The higher the price, the more demand there will be. First time viewer here, welcome, Will Joe. Make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Everyone's new, turn on your notifications, because I'm literally giving away nearly 40 ounces of silver and a bunch of gold, and the first 1,000 people to enter my Mega Gar are going to get free gold. Okay, I go over that and I show it in this 280k gold and silver full stack video, so make sure to go check that out on my channel, and you might get an advantage in the Mega Gar if you watch that. However, I'm going to be coming out with a video later this week that tells you how to enter the Mega Gar, tells you more of the prices, and ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be more Mega than ever. The last 2 Mega Gars, the first place prize was a kilo of silver. Don't think I can do quite that much this time, but I've got some pretty big silver pieces. I've got this 10 ounce panda. 10 ounce panda. That's coming to one of you. I've got all kinds of premium silver. Look at all these premium silver coins and bars. Premium silver coming to you. I've got this mint error of my channel. My channel bar back there made by SGT Stack, and it's a mint error. Is messed up. 1 ouncer. It's coming to one of you. I mean, I got all these are coming to you. I've got about 40 ounces or more. I got ping testers I'm going to be giving away to you guys. Like, it is going to be absolutely insane. So if you missed the entry video by some chance and see the live stream, make sure you come to the live stream, because I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff during the live stream as well. So you are not going to want to miss it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Yeah, Rachel saying, yep, Bullion now is very popular. Yeah, Bullion is very popular. Wow, recorded daily orders. We saw our highest daily transaction count ever, says Bullion Star. Busiest day in Bullion Star's history. Customers lined up before opening. Bullion Center packed all day continuous. Restocking required. Wow. So can someone Google Bullion Star and tell us where they're located? Oh, New Zealand. Wait. Now operating in the United States and New Zealand as well. So it's Singapore's premier gold and silver dealer. Oh, look at this. Queues to buy gold in Hong Kong from normal shops in the mall. Look at these people. OMG. $200 silver by August 2026. Totally possible. Inflation adjusted. The price has been there before. Yeah, 1980s. If you adjust for inflation, over $200. 2011, if you adjust for inflation, over $72. The price has been there before. Market conditions are acting similar to other major previous silver squeezes. Once the final dollar crunch hits and the Fed is forced to print, it's over. That's it. Start the final countdown. Look at this. Leonardo with his bars of silver. I mean, that's obvious AI. He who has the gold makes the rules. He who has the silver makes the riches. My thoughts on copper? I mean, I'm bullish on copper. I mean, I have some copper. I'm not actively stacking copper, but I mean, I have some copper bars and stuff I've gotten over the years. I think it's going to continue to go up. I think there's a huge industrial demand. I think there's opportunity in copper companies out there on the stock market. But again, not a financial advisor, just sharing my personal opinion. We don't want queues too soon. We need time to get more. Yeah, you know, Hindo, once you start getting the queues everywhere, that's like the mania FOMO level. And like I really want silver to break higher through the squeeze and then the FOMO to kick in. Because if FOMO goes after the squeeze and after the like actual run up for the value of silver, then that will take silver and gold to way crazier highs. And in that situation, it is going to be overbought most likely at a certain point. So you're going to want to watch. And you guys, if I'm ever selling a decent amount of silver, like a large amount, or if I'm trading it to another commodity or asset, I'm going to tell you guys along the way. I'm going to make the video. And again, I was just in a refiner the other day. I sold a bit of silver for the video and also walked out of there with some premium silver. So really traded some of it was really jacked up, messed up silver. Traded it in for some premium silver, some germanium mint stuff, some privateer series, some really cool stuff. So this is also an opportunity to maybe trade some of your generic silver in for premium silver, right? You might be able to make that little arbitrage where you trade in maybe some ugly silver for some beautiful silver. And in the end, if your goal is to sell, which is eventually mine, you know, pass it down the next generation, they'll sell or I'll sell it if I need it. If you can change your ugly metals or more generic into premium metals, once the prices kind of settle wherever they're going to eventually settle at and things calm down, that will get you more buying power on the back end. COMEX silver delivery intentions breakdown October 15. Let's see. News didn't load. Okay, that sounds about right for the COMEX right now. Gold extends record run past 4,200. Woo! Big shout out to everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the stream with folks. You guys, I'm working towards 37,000 subs, and we are literally 26 subs away from that. So 26 more subscribers will be there. So please tell your friends to join. Rudy Poo says, fun fact, there was a time when Ezra 827, also 20 basins of gold of 1,000 drams and 2 vessels of copper, precious as gold. Yeah, it's in the Bible. There's references to gold and silver in the Bible. In Revelations, it says they're going to be throwing it in the streets. I said to Mrs. I.S., we're going to be out there with big shovels, big shovel. No, I'm kidding. Because it wouldn't matter then, right? So smash that like button. You guys, this is an exciting time. Silver futures is at 51.23, still an active backwardation. As spot price moves sideways at 52.63, but I think 53 is in the cards. Ladies and gentlemen, this is historic and this is different. I saw someone earlier say, "Oh, it's just like 1980 and 2011. It's going to go up and crash," but it's different. We're in a silver surplus in 1980. We're in a silver surplus in 2011. We've been in a silver deficit for the last 5 years. Now we use more silver in industry than ever before. It's in water purification, electric vehicles, solar. Just in 2025, solar demand for silver was 200 million ounces. That was up 50 million ounces from the year before. We hit peak silver mining in 2016. It's gone down 1 to 2% every year. Like, we are not in a good situation for supply. And when supply drops and demand goes up, you know what happens. So this is completely different than 2011 and 1980s. Also, in November, not the too distant future, silver and copper were put on the draft memo for strategic metals. If that gets approved, which I think it will, I think the current administration is pretty bullish on gold and silver. So I think it will pass. And when that happens, it means the Department of Defense, the U.S. government, others are going to stack gold and silver. And, oh, do I have my strategic stockpile? Okay, I'm going to get a bar. I'm going to get a bar to show you guys. Do you guys want to talk to Mrs. IS? she just looked at me and she shook her head. She hates it. She hates it. Okay, I'm going to get this silver bar. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I'm grabbing a silver bar, guys. Give me 1 second here. Mrs. IS, tell them a story. Okay, I found it. I found it, guys. Woo! Oh. Okay. Woo! Had to dig for some silver. Okay, let me show you guys this. This is what it means, them adding silver to the strategic stockpile. You see this puppy right here? Look at this. It was upside down. United States U.S. strategic stockpile. If that memo is approved, the U.S. government's going to start stacking a bunch of these. Look at that, U.S. Assay Office. And I love these. They're antiques now. This is a 10-ounce bar. Yeah, all that for a tiny bar, but my point is, if it's approved if that memo is approved, the U.S. government's going to start doing this again. You're talking about millions of ounces that are going to be picked up, acquired, and stacked, if not billions. That's my point. It's good. That's going to be another demand driver. Here's another bar I picked up recently. 100-ounce RCM. Look at that puppy. That's pretty mega. Is that mega? I think it's mega. So, do you guys get the implications of that? If the U.S. government starts substantially stacking, like yet another demand driver that could send gold and silver just through the roof. Got about 400 people watching. Please smash that like button. Share the stream as we move sideways at 52.60 spot price and 51.37 futures. And futures over the night nearly broke 52. That's cool. We're moving sideways. You think refiners refusing 90% junk silver further constrains supply or softens demand likewise? No, because the refiners are full. So the reason they did that is because they're full. They're backed up. They need a few weeks to clear all the 925 and 90% and other percentages they got, okay? So I think at a certain point they're going to open the floodgates again, and then LCSs will start buying it again, and people will start selling it again. So then it will go in to get refined. Unfortunately, during times like this, we saw it in the 1980s. People bring in their 90%. Coin shops will pick it up and quickly sell it to refiners, make like 2% or 3% on the transaction, and then it gets melted down. So basically, the refiners were just backed up. This is a temporary thing. I suspect in a couple of weeks we'll see it open back up. But it's an epic opportunity for us as stackers that we'll be able to get 90% at spot or sometimes under spot, right? And this is not the new normal. Once the mania calms down, and we're not even to the mania, but once we get past the mania, silver finds its new high, I think things are going to level off. 90% will be back to kind of being more stable, and you will have picked it up for like pennies on the dollar, right? So again, not a financial advisor, just my opinion, but I think there's opportunity there. And you guys, if you've been here in any of my live streams or my lives, while you're hanging out in the chat, you can play some games. You can do exclamation heist and then space and like a number, and that starts like a pirate hunt. You can do gamble 100, and claws are just a currency you earn in my chat. You can't do anything with them, but rumor has it might give you advantage in the mega goss. So check. So if you're hanging out, want to have a good time, you can play with those crabs. Those claws. BH Customs with the $2.99 super sticker, thumbs up, the little bird we love. Thank you so much, my friend. You guys, anytime you super chat, become a member, it helps the channel, helps me do what I do, which is literally travel the world buying gold and silver and taking you guys along on the journey. But you don't have to do that. Just do it if you want to. Just liking something, just commenting, just subscribing, just sharing a stream helps me immensely. Oh, the new suit hype. You can hype videos now. You get to do like 3 videos a week. Has to be a brand new video, and you have to do it only on your phone. But if you hype a video, that helps me a lot. So I appreciate all the support over the years. And guys, we are sitting at 36,989 subscribers. So we are literally 11 subscribers away from hitting 37,000 subscribers on our march towards 40. So thank you for all the support. If you want to know how many claws you have, it's like exclamation bow and then exclamation top. We'll tell you how much you have and how much the top earners have in the chat. We're moving sideways at 52.57. Futures is at 51.42. Let's go back over here to Twitter and let's see what's happening. If you have any intelligence on the ground, lines at coin shops, anything, please email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com, so I could see. My vibe giving 0 Fs, buying as much silver as I possibly can this morning. That's funny. Here's Bassett, the Treasurer Secretary. Bassett on surge in gold price. More buyers than sellers. That should tell you something. If silver pulls a nickel and the shorts get squeezed, it could 3x in a few days, weeks. It says Gold Silver HQ. This was nickel in 2022. Wow. Jim Cramer says American Bitcoin investors could potentially lose everything. Okay, dump everything into Bitcoin, put everything into Bitcoin, because like literally everything Jim Cramer says, the opposite happens. That's probably a fake. That's probably a scam. That guy's crazy. I'm just kidding. Not a financial advisor. Gold and silver. Gold and silver. Let's go. And we're going to keep reading tweets, but we're still moving sideways at 52.57. We're literally fighting the bankers. Gold and silver stackers uniting with the traders. Wall Street silver, Wall Street bets. We're fighting back. Every like, comment, subscribe, every crab you drop in chat is like a salvo. A rocket fired at him. $440 Philharmonic silver 8-ounce tube. 2025 be an issue. Globally recognized. Okay, let's see. Good morning, silver lovers. The collapse of fiat currencies and trust. You guys, it's not conspiracy. I just showed you stacks of paper currency. It's happened over and over and over again throughout history. And okay, I was telling you guys about the crypto market. Look at this post. My crypto journey comes to an end for now. I got liquidated. So that means this trader was short, or not short, was leveraged in the market. And then when the price crashed, so he was leveraged long, the price crashed like $20,000. Everything went down. His exchange he was on forced him to sell when it was low. He got liquidated, literally lost everything. It's a surreal feeling to watch your entire portfolio vanish in an instant. All the ambition, the research, the sleepless nights, staring at charts, all reduced to zero. This is why you do not leverage trade, guys. If you're traders, do not trade leveraged. It's all fun and games when you're successful, but you can get wiped out in an instant. All his years of work. I thought I was one of the smart ones who could navigate the storm, but the market taught me a brutal lesson in humility. This was an incredibly expensive tuition fee, paid with my entire capital. I have no one to blame but myself, my own greed, my wishful thinking, and my catastrophic failure in risk management. I'm stepping away from the space to return to reality and heal. To everyone I met along the way, thank you for the knowledge and camaraderie. To those still in the game, I wish you the best of luck. And please, I beg you, make risk management your #1 priority. Don't learn the lesson like I did. And I've seen a lot of crypto people posting saying that they're getting into silver. Silver and gold. Okay. Silver futures, a full 7.13% slam, 75 minutes. Yeah, of course. That was the banker slam down. That was the banker slam down. That was crazy. Hey, the Porsche 911's getting cheaper for the person in chat that said they wanted to cash in their metals and buy a Porsche. Look at that. If you do it with gold. Can't end the Fed on an empty stomach. That's funny. Den of Themes bar. I remember that bar. We are now at 52.53. Dipping slightly, but still moving sideways. 51.42 on the futures. Watch your margins. Yeah, big time. CoinShop lines remind me of the old days of Black Friday sales, minus the violence. Well, it's good we don't have any violence. Imagine like people attack you and you have like a silver bar. Take your sock off. Put your silver bar in the sock. Could be a weapon. Bullion now owner put out a video this morning telling customers long lines and his 6 employees are trying to keep up. Wow. Bullion now. When the crash happens, gold and silver will go through the roof. This is a controlled gold RV. I'm not sure what that is. Getting ready for the gold standard. Once gold RV'd, revaluation. The Iraqi dinar can be activated as gold backed. Okay. This guy's talking about the Iraqi dinar. Mainstream media is finally jumping in on the silver train. The plebs who so far couldn't even spell silver are about to FOMO in. Let's go. CNBC, 100-ounce silver? Analysts say the metal could double from record highs. What? Why is the mainstream media like talking positive about silver? Usually like, these dummies, it's going nowhere. You're idiots. This is funny, guys. Me driving home knowing there won't be a second date. But at least she knows silver broke through its 40-year high. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. What a magical thing to wake up to. You guys, we were over $53 an ounce before the U.S. market opened, and the banksters went slammy McSlammerson on it. We were up at 53.27. When I woke up, I saw it break 53.07. And we have decent volume this morning, but nothing compared to the volume of yesterday. So I feel like this attack is much weaker. So let's see what we can do. Silver futures are sitting at $51.40. If you got questions in chat, let me know. International Stacker, do you have dinar? The scam has been going on for decades. I don't have dinar. An acquaintance of mine had dinar. I helped him exchange his dinar for paper currency, and then we changed that into silver. He lost in value from the time he got it to sold it, about $400 to $500. Look, dinar. I mean, was it a scam? I mean, if what they said happened, it could have happened. It could have worked, but it was far-fetched. So I would say it was a gamble that still hasn't paid off. And if I was holding dinar, Not a financial advisor. I would definitely change it into paper and get some gold or silver. What's up, SGT Stacking in the house? And you guys, SGT Stacking, he's got a cool channel. Check him out. He made this silver Thor's hammer for me. Look at that. It works. And he made this piece here. So he's got a really cool YouTube. Check him out. Look at that. Look at the luster. He also made this. I traded him for it. And he had a little mess up on his first version of it. 1 ounce. It's a mint error. I'm giving this away for free in the Mega Gaw. So the Mega Gaw is definitely getting Mega error. Nearly 40 ounces of silver, a bunch of gold I'm giving away. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notifications because you really don't want to miss this. And if you go to this video here, 280K gold and silver full stack, you're going to get to see some more of the gold and silver I'm giving away. And maybe get an advantage in the Mega Gaw. Zeph is saying, Angela, Chicago people say that the Iraqi dinar will be revalued above the US dollar and charge a heavy premium for people to buy it. So they make 20 to 30% profit on it when the yeah. Mega saying Stamos. Zeph is saying the Iraqi dinar is virtually worthless and hasn't changed in value for a long time. Yeah. And you know what they'll do? They'll just vote to remove a zero, and then you'll be in really big trouble. That just happened in, was it Iran? It might have been Iran. The parliament, voted to remove zeros. That's what, I mean, that's what happens with paper currency. It keeps getting inflated away, which is literally happening in the U.S. right now. If you look at that dollar chart, right, we're at less than 1% of what it used to be worth. And even this year, they're saying it lost like 10%. But it gets so bad in these countries that literally Zimbabwe went from $1 million notes to $1 billion notes to literally $1 trillion notes. $10 trillion. And then they're like, okay, new monetary system. Let's revalue it. Let's just delete some zeros off of that. Everyone's happy now. So now this $10 trillion note, let's just remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just remove 12 zeros and make it a $10 bill. That's what they do. And that's the beauty of gold and silver. And guys, like, any currency that's like gold and silver holds its value. 1971, we got taken off the gold standard by President Nixon because all the countries around the world realized that they can't trade in their money, their paper dollars anymore and get gold. So there was a run on the gold. And that forced it to get removed. Well, that's what we're in now, guys. We're in a situation now where there is more paper silver in circulation that's supposed to be able to be delivered than is available. And in times like this, the system breaks, which is what we're seeing now, backwardation. We're seeing a silver short squeeze that I think is going to accelerate to levels that no one even expects. That's what happens. Gold. This has never been more true than today. Gold is money. Everything else is credit. JP Morgan. The movement has begun. We're restoring financial sovereignty to the people through blockchain voting, transparent, viable, and corruption-proof, or proportional. Okay, that's just people saying their thing. This is not Apple, Tesla, or Nvidia. This is gold. I love that. I think the bullion banks are so busy with silver that they now have very little time to tamp down gold. Okay, guys, we're sitting at 36,997 subscribers. We're 3 subscribers away from our goal of breaking 37,000 subscribers on the channel. So thank you to everybody who's sharing the stream, liking, and subscribing. If you've been subscribed for a while, like, make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube will unsubscribe you. And to all the new channel members, you have custom images you can use and drop in chat. So if you click the happy face to the right, you can see your custom images that only channel members can use, and you can do different shout outs and different things. So make sure to check that out. SGT Stacking, dropping the $10 Daisy Lester chat saying thank you for all the trades, IS. Some would say I'm a poured silver addict. I would agree. Keep up the great work. International Stacker to the moon. Smash that like. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm smashing the like and I'm hearting that. Thank you so much for that $10 chat. You guys, when you do super chats, stickers, or join as a channel member, it helps the channel a lot. I travel the world buying gold and silver, but it's not necessarily. I'd rather you put that money into gold and silver. If you could just smash the like, share the channel, leave a comment, that would be amazing. Big shout out to JP32. You guys, we did it. JP32, thank you. Samuel Boyd, thank you. AlleyCat4430, thank you. You guys, we did it. We are at 37,009 subscribers. That's mega! Thank you so much. We broke that 37. We're off to 38,000 subscribers is our next goal. How long do you guys think it will take? If gold and silver keep going crazy, it might not take too long. We're moving sideways at $52.58. Silver futures is sitting at $51.42. You guys, we're building green candles. We're building a bench to launch higher. Big shout out to Nart1697. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you everyone for subscribing. Thank you everybody smashing the like and sharing it. You know what? We just need to get Hey bot. Hey bot, do you think it's time for a crab dance? Let's see what the bot says. Let's see what the bot says. Let's see. It's time for a crab dance. Members, drop those crab emojis. Everybody drop those crab emojis. Let's go.
Each year, the stacker crab makes a pilgrimage to the internet.
Or how about this one?
Crabs are grooving side to side, ocean waves where dreams collide.
Thank you so much, guys. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much. We're at 37,012 subscribers. Just go ahead and refresh this. Watch this number refresh here. Thank you so much, guys. We've been on a journey for 9 years, but the journey is just beginning. Over 1,500 videos around the world on silver and gold adventures. I literally live stream from the back of a camel. I went in King Tut's tomb. We walked the streets of Ireland, fought some hooligans. We've had a good time. We've had a good run. Got attacked by pirates on the Nile River on a live stream. Fun times. Fun times. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's refresh this. Thank you everybody so much. Silver supply chain breaking. Horus? Major global refinery no longer committing to delivery dates. Wow. Existing orders 1 to 2 month estimated delivery mid-November to early December. New orders queue position only. No delivery. So not only are people lining up outside stores, but literally bullion dealers are lining up behind bullion suppliers. Simply put, they produce bars when they can source the metal, if they can source the metal. Major refineries can't guarantee delivery. Let that sink in. Europe is struggling with silver and mainly due to financing. Better delivery flow in the U.S. and in particular, those that don't lease with banks are poised. Wow. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, leasing definitely isn't an option anymore. Illegal. Like, first off, it isn't with some places, but even if it is, the lease rates are crazy. They got up to like 100% at one point. 6,500 gold, $90 silver next year, say Numismatic Stacker. Numismatic Stacker, I'm more bullish than you. I'm thinking 60 in the next week or two, 75 by the end of the year, and I think in 2026 we see triple-digit silver. Silver purchases for Christmas, not even started yet. Yikes, says Hindo. Luckily, I made a silver purchase when I went and made that refinery video. It's coming soon. I just got to get time to edit videos, guys. I'm behind on editing because all the live streams, but I definitely got a few stocking stuffers when I was in there. Numismatic Stacker in the house. Angela Cobb, I'm same way. Don't tell me, laugh out loud, not to do something. That's how I started stacking in the first place. That's funny, Angela. Love it. You know what? Let's see here. Okay. Mike Maloney, if you guys have not seen Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money, on YouTube. It's literally, there's a playlist. Every stacker and collector and even trader has to watch it. It's going to blow your mind with this stuff. He brings the receipt. And look at this post he just put out. You got to follow Mike Maloney. Silver is just $12 an ounce right now if you price it in 1980s dollars. Because remember, it went to nearly 50 in 1980, and if you correct for inflation, that's over 200 of today's dollars. I like that post. Silver is only $12 an ounce, technically, guys. That's crazy. And if you remember the 1980s, silver went from $6 an ounce to 50 in just 1 year. And you guys, what we're seeing right now, what we're seeing is not hype. To me, this is driven by the fundamentals, not a financial advisor. This is just the fundamentals driving this, and we are in wild, wild times. Okay, let's go silver. I'm getting too many non-silver. Usually my feed is mostly silver, so I can just scroll it. Let's give Peter Schiff his own dedicated window. Look at this. The Wills won't be selling like cheap people. Look at this stacker. Look at this. These are all 500 eagles. So 1,000 eagles, 2,000 eagles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 ounces right there. And then these are 100 ounce. That might be a 1,000 ounce bar. These are 100 ounces. Look at how much silver this person has. Oh man, I wish I was on that level. Silver's only playing catch up after decades of suppression, says Hindo 197. These kinds of moves in precious metals are unprecedented. I've been doing this since 1977 and have never seen this type of movement. Not even in 1980s. This is bigger than gold and silver. Something bigger in gold and silver is happening. Gold and silver merely a symptom. So let's like and repeat this. If you guys don't follow me on X or Twitter, you should. It's INTL Stacker. There are 360 paper contracts for every 1 ounce of silver. We read that one earlier. Let's see his shift. This is the post we were talking about yesterday. Everyone's staring at the spot price, pretending silver at $50 an ounce is $50 an ounce. But step into the real world. China's top bullion marketplace is now posting $128 an ounce for physical silver. That's crazy. Let's look at latest. What we're going to do is search silver and line. See if we can find lines. I want to find lines of people. Hopefully I don't hopefully I don't scroll over something crazy that's going to like get me. You guys, I broke 37,000 subs and got banned at the same time. All right, checking the market. We're still moving sideways. 52.63. Silver futures, we're sitting at 51.25. We got some green candle, but you guys, this volume is nothing compared to yesterday. This is helping me feel good about this. Let's see what we got going on here. Thank you for following, Joe. Thank you for following. Let's see what we're at now. We are at 37,015 subscribers. Nice. Thank you so much, everybody. Silver will be $6 social credit score next year. That's funny. Our social credit score is like silver. You guys remember when I used to live stream before I found Mrs. IS? And I'm like, guys, how do I find Mrs. IS? Do I just like take my entire stack and put it on a blanket and pull it behind me? You guys remember me saying that? So stupid. I started stacking like 5 to 6 years ago, says SGT Stacking. I wish I had the same mindset when I was in my teens. You guys, I started stacking, I think, in 2016 or 15. The cheapest I ever bought silver for was in the 13s and 14s. Fortunately, I bought a bunch around then. I was stacking so hard. I mean, I'm still stacking, but like I was stacking hard. I was like skipping meals. I was like, I can buy this pizza or buy an American Silver Eagle. Let's buy the American Silver Eagles. That's funny. Gold to silver ratio is 79.73. Silver squeeze in motion. I'm trying to extract the silver from my new laced antibacterial t-shirts. Silver is literally in t-shirts. It's literally in yoga pants. Literally, people are flying 1,000-ounce bars of silver over to Europe to help them cover. Joe Potter saying, wake me up when the gold to silver ratio is under 40. Man, I will be trading some silver for gold when that happens. Compared to the silver squeeze cheerleading section, oh, this is a response to someone else's tweet. That's okay. Silver shortage goes global. India is now a key driver, making the price of silver unstoppable. The silver squeeze just escalated dramatically in India, the world's largest silver importer, and is now facing an even more extreme shortage. And you guys, this is another thing different than 1980 and 2011. Like, this silver demand and squeeze is all globally connected. So it's happening on a global scale this time, as will the monetary reset. Michael LaFew, a member for 60 months, is dropping a special member message here saying, wow, and members, you can do these highlighted messages. It's somewhere at the clock top if you click it. So as a channel member, you can do that. Thank you, Michael LaFew, for being a member for 60 months. Wow, the top people in the chat. Look at this, guys. So this is something new, and I think you guys can see top fans. But if I click this, bloop, it shows like who has the most XP in chat, and this is for how much you chat and interact. It gives you more XP, like liking, reactions, whatever. So SGT Stacking is currently #1. David Carlisle is #2. Black Eagle Bullion #3, and this affects how many claws you get, and you might have an advantage in the Mega Gaw with how many claws you get. So the more you interact in chat, the more you like, the more you drop the hearts, the reactions on the side, whatever, the higher your XP goes. We got 350 people on the stream. Please like it. The name's International Stacker. I travel the world buying gold and silver. You go on these journeys with me, and you tell me what to do, where to go, what to buy. We have a fun time. I can be a bit hard-headed sometimes, but we have a fun time. But we are literally uniting gold and silver stackers, hoarders, collectors, stock market, paper traders, Wall Street silver, Wall Street bets, and we are in the trenches right now, moving the needle against the big bankers. We were pre-market open in the U.S. We were over $53 an ounce, and we're currently moving sideways at $52.52. And the futures, we are sitting at 51.38. Now, someone just sent me a message asking if a Facebook group was a scam, and I can't dive into it. I will answer that person. I literally answer every comment on every video. I literally answer every email. So if you ever have a question, send it to me, internationalstacker@gmail.com. And you guys, if you want a ledger, I have a special ledger that I track my whole gold and silver stack. It calculates everything for me. If you want that, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. It's a spreadsheet. It does all the calculations, the dirty works for you. So email me if you want a copy of that. I'll send it to you. internationalstacker@gmail.com. It's free. I give it away. I want to help people out. But where was I going? I was going somewhere with that. And I go, oh, as the price of gold and silver go up, there's going to be a ton of scams. If it's too good to be true, it 1,000% is. Don't trust Facebook ads. A lot of stuff on eBay is fake, and I've reported stuff, and eBay's like, there's no problem with this. So be careful, protect yourself, buy from trusted sources. It's not worth $10 an ounce to get scammed. Okay? And one way to do it is through these coin pings. They're only like 30, 40 bucks. And this is a way you can test your silver and be safe. I've got a Sigma Metal X Verifier Pro, but not a lot of people have $2 grand to drop on a diagnostic tool. So I've got a link in the description if you guys want to buy your own. I get a little bit of kickback, so it helps the channel. But I'm also going to be giving away a bunch of these. A decent amount of these in the Mega Gaw. But cheap way to protect yourself. There's going to be a lot of scams, guys. Protect yourself. Moving sideways at 52.56 as this insidious music track comes on. 51.35 futures. We are still in full-blown backwardation. We are in a silver short squeeze, and I believe that's going to continue to expand the closer this backwardation gets to reversing and closing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in crazy times. The Gaw's coming soon. The Mega Gaw, I'm giving away nearly 40 ounces of silver and a bunch of gold. The video is going to come out probably later this week, and you want to go to this video here, 280K gold and silver. You want to watch this video here because I show a bunch of the gold and silver, but there might also be something in there that gives you an advantage. Please smash that like button. Hendo 19742 saying, do smash the like button if you have not. Thank you so much, Hendo. Did you guys ever think it would come to this? I did. But it's so nice to see it happening. Silver short squeeze disrupts the London market. Silver 1 month lease rates. The cost to borrow silver spiked to 35 cents or 35% annualized rate, the highest on record as demand for physical silver has skyrocketed. Prices hit 52 for the first time since 1980, and it hit 53 last night, guys. Thank you so much to Frickafrack and Tommy Helms for subscribing. You all are mega. And right now, guys, we're at 37,018 subscribers. 38,000 is the next goal. What is a short squeeze? Okay, so basically with any market, and right now we're talking about the bullion market, okay, paper contracts, which one contract is 5,000 ounces. But in the regular stock market, it's shares, okay? So if there's something moving, you go, I think this is going to go lower. Traders will short the market. So they'll say, I believe the market's going to crash to $52, and they'll place a position. They'll place a position saying it's going to drop to 52. But what happens if the price keeps going up, at a certain point, the higher the price goes, the platform they're on will close their, either the person will close their position themselves if they're smart and then take the losses. Otherwise, the platform they're on is going to force close them, and it's going to force them to buy the shares at the higher price. So when you short, you're leveraged and you have to buy it at the higher price. Well, if a bunch of people are short, which right now there's like no shares available to short anymore, or contracts, or very few on the silver market, it forces the price higher. So a short squeeze is literally defined as a rapid price surge, forcing short sellers to buy back positions, amplifying the rise due to covering demand. So imagine this is already going up. So people are buying in. And then once a bunch of people have to buy more shares or contracts because they're forced out, it skyrockets it crazily. So I hope that helped explain that to you. Nudge Bullet says, that BS, in my opinion, I start stacking last month. I got a few kilograms. I don't care if it goes back to 30 or even 20 at least. I'm having them with me. Yeah. You know, I've never cared about pullbacks in silver along the way because I believed about this for a long time, and I believe it's going much higher. So anytime there's a pullback, I'm like, cool, let's get some better discounts on silver. And if it's a really good pullback, let's back up the truck. Villain Stacker saying, IS 2028, dropping the crabs. Yes. Yeah, that helped. And then real quick, one other term that's flying around, I've hit a bunch of times with backwardation. So this is a silver futures market. So people can invest in silver futures, and this is for the December. And right now, they're saying silver's worth $51.30. Right now, the spot price is $52.60. So that's about $1.60 in reverse. Usually this is like higher than this, right? Okay. So the fact that it's backward right now is really affecting it's a signal if people want the silver now, don't want to wait to December, and two, that there's like a silver constraints in the COMEX and LBA. It doesn't necessarily mean in the whole silver ecosystem, but in the COMEX and LBA that there's silver constraints, silver tightening. That's what that's a sign of. When this backwardation reverses and that comes back above this, I'd expect to see a really interesting price rise with the silver short squeeze, magnifying exponentially. Again, not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet. Your decisions are yours alone. A big shout out to Nudge Bullet, dropping 36.99 AEDs, and I have spent AEDs before, so I believe you are, my friend, and the United Arab Emirates. Are you? I've been to Dubai, I've been to Abu Dhabi, and I bought things with AEDs. And he gave me the Hippo giving the KO punch to the big bankers. Thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. I really, or super sticker. I really appreciate that. And it's so cool we have so many people in the chat from around the world. We got over 350 people. Smash the like. Turn on the notifications because I'm giving away more than 40 ounces or a little under, I don't know, somewhere around 40 ounces of silver and gold in the not too distant future. And the more you follow and interact, the better chances you have. Chris, the debt clock 1 week ago was around 27.8 trillion. Then today it's at 27.6 trillion. I don't know. Interesting. Maybe someone paid off some debt. I don't know. Hendo saying 248 likes. Thank you so much, Hendo. Yes, please smash the like button. It helps. The super stickers, the channel memberships, super chats, that all helps. But you guys don't have to do that if you don't want to. Even just liking, subscribing, interacting helps the channel greatly. And we broke my goal of 37,000 subscribers this morning. We're on our battle now to 38,000 subscribers. We're at 37,022 subscribers. Whew. Well, if commodity prices go up, usually means loss in faith in currency. Yeah, that's one reason. So this is just a hiccup. So is this just a hiccup in the market or worse? No, I don't believe it's a hiccup because people are waking up to the devaluation of the dollar. Okay, so let me find this. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull up a chart for you. Here we go. So look at this chart, and for those folks around the world, this is the US dollar, but it's similar in your currency that was once on gold and silver and now is not. Middle East was silver and gold, now it's not. So look at this is the original value of the dollar when it started. Then it dropped. Stock market crashes, then it goes up here. This is when the Federal Reserve came in, by the way. Where this happened is when the Federal Reserve came in. Bang! Dropped, coming over here. Bretton Woods Agreement. That was after World War II, when everyone's currency would be tied to us and we'd be fractionally tied to gold, but it wasn't one for one. It slowly went down. And then 1971, Nixon took us off the gold standard, went even deeper exponentially. This was in 2020. Now the dollar is worth not even 1% of what it used to be. And there's people out there with data saying in the last year, the dollar's dropped another 10%. Like, are you going to the grocery store and stuff and you're seeing stuff's air quote more and more expensive? It's not more expensive. The value of the dollar has just dropped. Okay, Chris is saying, FYI, I'm in Melbourne, Australia, and a friend rang me trying to buy gold and silver today. 2 major dealers out of stock. An employee told the line they are out of gold and silver. Chris, if you can get any pictures from your friend, I'd really appreciate it. This right here is a video, guys, from Australia that dropped yesterday. And these are the lines. There's panic buying going on in Australia. This is the line outside the bullion dealer. And I see people young. I see middle-aged people. I see elderly people. So it's literally showing that all generations are waking up to gold and silver. And this is happening there. We've heard reports in Singapore. Look at this line. Just crazy times. So if you guys have any on-the-ground experience, pictures, videos, send them to me, internationalstacker@gmail.com, so I can get them featured on this. Let's see if Peter Schiff has any updates here. Silver's moving sideways at 52.62. We're building a base to go higher. My goal is to finish the day over 53. I do think that's possible. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Just some guy on the internet having a good time with y'all. Literally traveling the world buying gold and silver. Over 1,500 videos. You guys got to go watch some of my videos. If you're new, watch it. If you're not subscribed, you need to. Will it crash, says Strawn? I don't think it will. Strawn Drone. I don't think it will crash. I think it's just correcting for years of manipulation. I think it's finding its price of what it's truly worth. I believe we're going to have a silver short squeeze. We're in a silver short squeeze, but I believe it's going to be magnified and we're going to see much higher highs. I believe in the next week to two we'll be at 60, end of the year 75, and maybe triple digits by the first quarter of 26. But is it going to be bumpy along the way? Yes. Is it going to be times where people say it's crashing, it's pulling back? Yes. Is it going to have multi-dollar moves up and down along the way? Yes. Like, you need to have an iron stomach for this, but we've all been planning for this for years now, preparing. Zeph, International Stacker, I wonder if we start to see derivative clearinghouses start to have liquidity issues. I think so. Some of the people getting closed out don't have money to cover positions. 100%. This is going to destroy a lot of people. Do not leverage trade. Only the experts should even attempt to do that. And I would even argue they shouldn't even do that. And if you think you're an expert in your margin trading, stop it right now before you get destroyed. You can literally lose everything and be in debt. Hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. $6 back, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Junk silver. And more they melt will grant rarity. Hence, premiums will return. You guys, Numa Stacker. I love Numa Stacker. Would you like to be a general in the Crustacean Nation Army? Let me know, Numa Stacker. Numa Stacker's been with the channel for years. Always has a great perspective. Am I a full-time YouTuber? Kind of. I do emergency management work, so I work on disasters. So when there's disasters, I'm working like short-term contracts on those disasters. But when there's no disaster, I'm YouTubing. So kind of full-time YouTuber until there's a disaster. Some would say this is a disaster. Maybe Mrs. IS will call me. Maybe the Federal Reserve would be like, you got to get here, International Stacker. Everything's on fire. Everything's crashing down. And I'll be like, all right, first thing we got to do, buy some silver and gold. Let's go. I bought a proof gold coin at Melt at the last show. Wow, numismatic stacker. See? Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Numismatic stacker, you didn't answer me. Do you want to be a general in the Crustacean Nation Army? Okay. You guys, I've been doing so many live streams. Michael LeFew, you got to put a number after the heist. Like this. What website is that? This is the chart on TradingView. We are on TradingView, and our goal... we want to go for... next goal is 52.84. That's our goal. Futures is currently sitting at 51.26. Silver is still moving sideways, but we're building some base here at 52.65. Gold to silver ratio is sitting at 79.84. If you're just joining us, please like, comment, subscribe. I've got over 1,500 videos traveling the world buying gold and silver and giving away a ton soon. Make sure the notifications are on. Let's see here. We got people joining the treasure hunt. You guys, I'm telling you, you interact, have fun, earn those claws. They might be important. Maybe important for someone. See if Peter Schiff has a new tweet. We got over 300 people on the stream. Please smash the like, share the stream out. North Star Stacker, welcome to the stream. I have more equity than money, says Numismatic Stacker. I love that. And you guys, whenever I price my full stack videos and all this stuff, and I price my silver and gold collection, I always do it at the spot price. And guess what? My average cost per ounce spot price includes like any materials I bought for silver, like my Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, all that. I put that into that equation. So that dollar cost average is my true dollar cost average with everything. And if you want a copy of my spreadsheet that I use that does all kinds of work for free for you, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com and I'll be happy to send it to you. Gold and silver advocates have long said prices are suppressed for gold and silver by banks through shorting paper gold, i.e. a security that tracks the price of an asset, without being backed by that asset. If true, the breakout of gold and silver could crash the financial system via a short squeeze. Crude oil is at $58.90. Let's buy some oil. Anyone want to go on oil with me? I got 3 silver sunflowers at the coin show in Denver for 120 each, and they are 97 at the U.S. Mint. Wow, cool, Big Green Stacker. You guys, evidently coin shows, it's crazy right now. I want to read to you again because a lot of you are new. This is something a viewer left in a comment. They were at a coin show in the weekend, and everything was selling at spot. It didn't matter what it was. Eagles, pandas, premium rounds, all $50. That's crazy. 90% commemorative dollars offered at $2 under melt. So with 90% silver, guys, there's some real opportunity here. But if you can get Eagles at spot, woo. I think soon there's going to be like a $16 premium on Eagles like there was going into COVID. Let's see here. $100 silver very soon. When you understand the history and true characteristics of silver, you realize it has yet to make its biggest move. As gold continues to march higher, silver will soon rocket out of sight, leaving the $50 price level for far behind and in the distant past. Yeah, I made a video recently where I said, you guys, soon we're going to be like, you remember you could get silver for under $50 an ounce? I think eventually it's going to be, you remember we could do that for under $100 an ounce? We've got Steve Bissett in the chat, the cousin of the Treasury Secretary. Local silver mint had gold buffaloes at spot over 2 months ago. Turned out to be a great deal. Seemed high at the time when I pulled the trigger. I'm sure you're happy you pulled that trigger. Hey, anybody invest in graded comic books, says North Star Stacker. I buy 3% under spot, says illegal products. I believe illegal is maybe a dealer. Angela, I paid $7 or I paid 7 premium for privy. Hey, that's okay. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to eat the junk food. Thomas, if you buy paper ounce, do not leverage. However, if the price drops, it will be depressing. If you buy physical silver and the price drops, you will hold the real thing. I mean, you guys, predominantly first, I'm a gold and silver stacker. I don't trust this stuff. I'm in the physical metals, gold and silver. Do I play around in the stocks sometimes with mining companies and stuff? Yeah, sure. But if you don't hold it, some say you don't own it, and I agree. Because look what's happening now. There's so many paper ounces in the market that are undeliverable. There's literally a silver shortage right now. They're literally flying 1,000-ounce bars overseas. So I agree. Well, silver futures is a bad buy right now because it's actually $51.21 versus the actual spot $52.64. That's called backwardation. That's a sign of illiquidity, silver shortage, and people wanting silver now than in the future. Oh, this okay. So this was given to me by just another average stacker, Jas. I don't know if he's too active anymore, but he made me this cool CYO TNO bar. And then also there was another silver stacker called like Cool Stacker or something, I forget. He kind of disappeared, but he made me this CYO TNO. Wow, you thinking of another piece? Thinking of another piece there, SGT? SGT, do I owe you an email? Were we going to do some other thing? I can't remember. It's been so... My life's been so crazy lately. We're at 52.68. We're building a little pad here to launch higher. 51.21 on the futures. If you guys haven't seen this video, this is a really cool coin shop I went to in San Luis Obispo. Great guy. At $32, silver looked ready to run, and our Metals Pro service caught it. Silver may be completing a correction, and starting to rise within wave 3. The outlook is bullish in anticipation of persistent strength. This guy's saying, get your money out of banks. The silver squeeze leads to liquidation. Liquidation leads to bail-in. Bail-in leads to you having no money. And if you're stacking, remember, we believe this stuff is money. It's been money for thousands of years. This stuff is paper fiat currency. There's actually characteristics for something to be money, right? It has to be portable. You have to be able to move it around. Both these have that. It has to be divisible. Well, you can divide this down. You can divide this down. That has to have that. It has to be fungible, meaning it's worth roughly the same wherever in the world you take it at that time. Well, gold and silver is, and currency is if it's like an active currency for the most part. It has to be a store of value. That's where gold and silver win. Gold and silver win. Like, look, if you take 50 cents from 1964 and below, that's worth like what, $16, $20 right now, maybe? Hello, store value. Breaking, silver just hit a new all-time high, soaring to $53 an ounce, up 3.3 cents today, nearly 70% over the past year. Momentum in precious metals shows no sign of slowing as investors pile in hard assets, says financialpress.com. As we hit 52.70, we're heading towards my... Okay, our target is 52.84. We're starting to move. We're starting to move, folks. Numismatic Stacker, do you want to be a general in the Crustacean Nation Army? Last time I'll ask. Crazy times. $52.73. Look at this. Okay, let's adjust this a little bit here. Okay, we're at 52.76. So honestly, the next logical go to is 52.89. 52.89. Thank you for subscribing, Mike. Welcome to the channel. You guys live earlier on stream, we broke 37,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. Nearly 300 people on the stream. I'm at 37,024 subscribers. We're now on the journey to 38,000 subscribers. We've been going since market open. That's about an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm keeping my voice. 52.75. I feel like I need to eat some breakfast, guys. I woke up and went straight into this. I feel like I need some energy. There we go here. Look at this. The silver market traded 980 million paper ounces yesterday. If you remember, so back here, and look, everything is off the chart. You gotta go down like this. That's crazy. It was back here, I believe. They dumped 1 billion with a B paper ounces of silver to try to keep us from breaking 50 and staying above 50 for the weekend. That failed. And then they did it again yesterday. They did it again yesterday, somewhere around here. I forget where. And then we had this rise overnight. So they're trying to keep us down. But they can only do it for so long. We're at 52.74. Going for 52.89 as our next target price. Made 150 on stock this morning. Nice, Dennis. Greetings from the UK, says Bjorn. Where it's a 3:15 in the afternoon. Greetings and welcome to the stream. Smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. Make sure your notifications are on. I'm giving away nearly 40 ounces of silver and a bunch of gold in the near future on my Mega Gauze for giveaway. Thank you for subscribing, More Money Business. Welcome to the Crustacean Nation. Looking to close this hour at 52.75 or better for short-term outlook, says Bibby. So 52.75. So let's get on there. Let's visualize where that's at. Right here is Bivvy's goal, which we're above. Well, we were above. We're at 52.70 right now. Look at these Bollinger Bands tightening. I'm using the Trading View chart. Trading View. XAG to USD. If we can break that 52.90, that would be good. If we can run from 52.71 to 52.90. We are at 51.53 in the futures market, so still a backwardation, more about $1.20 something cents. See if Peter Schiff has said anything recently. That's like silver gold related. He's talking about tariffs right now. We've got Chris in the chat. We've got SGT Stacking. We've got David Carlisle. We've got Mike, Bibby, Illegal Products, Bill 457, 710 is oil upside down, More Money Business, Bjorn, William Tell, Joe Potter, Dennis, 710. We got Cheesy, Cheese on Top, Funny how 90% premiums used to be higher than other kinds years ago. Things change. But I think 90% will return back to air quote normal times once things calm down a little bit. If anyone's out there and has evidence of long lines at coin shops, anecdotal stories, please email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. Also, if you want a copy of my spreadsheet that will do a lot of the work for you and counting your stack and tracking it, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. I'll love to help you. Royal Mint UK has warned customers to expect delays in silver coin deliveries as investors rush to buy physical precious metals amid a record-breaking surge in silver prices. Silver spot price surpassed $53 an ounce for the first time on Tuesday, which was yesterday. It hit 53.55. Silver spot, Tuesday, driven by short squeeze and tight supplies into London bullion market. Silver squeeze 2025, $52 plus and rising. Is the paper market running out of metal? Let me answer that. Yes. What's true? What's hype? How to trade it? A bona fide physical tightness is colliding with record paper activity, sending silver to 45-year high. Delivery panic is partial truth. Stress is real. Defaults aren't yet. So he breaks down a lot of stuff. So I'll retweet that if anyone wants to read that again. I'm INTL Stacker on X, formerly known as Twitter. So if you want to read some of the stuff. Silver hits all-time highs. London short squeeze parks panic. Might be up even 250 on a single event squeeze. Silver price has artificially suppressed for a very long time. No, it's revaluation time. Exactly. Exactly. We're moving sideways at 52.76. Here's where I want to get, guys. If we can get to... Let's break 52.90. Is my next target. Paper's always been chasing metal, and there's not enough metal to cover the paper contracts. Investors are stupid if they're buying ETFs, says Fat Action Hero. Big shout out to Crafty Stacker. Thank you for the subscription. You guys, please like, comment, subscribe. If you think you're subscribed, check, because YouTube unsubscribes people to test things. The name's International Stacker. I travel the world buying gold and silver. I'm giving away nearly 40 ounces of physical silver soon and a bunch of gold. Check out this video, 280K gold and silver full stack, for details. And you can check out the stuff I'm giving away, but there also might be an advantage in there. So watch the video. There might be an advantage. Sideways means buying more is illegal. Yeah. No, we're strong right now. We're strong. Great video on the channel. Keep on stacking from Ohio. Great time to buy, says Adam. Hey, thank you, Adam. Big shout out to Joe Foland. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Crustacean Nation. And you guys, we broke 37,000 subscribers this morning. The new goal is 38. We are sitting at 37,031 subscribers. So we got about 969 subscribers to go. We can do it. Woo. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break. I'm going to eat some food real quick, refill. Yeah, Yankee Stacking's channel rocks too. And you guys, Yankee Stacking is giving away a bunch of silver. I think some gold on Saturday. So if you're not subbed to him, sub to him. Like, do you know what's better than buying gold and silver during a bull market? It's getting it for free. So you can go to his channel, do that, and then you can come back here for the Mega Gaw. Mega Gaw's not on Saturday, but I'm going to be putting out a video on the Mega Gaw on how to enter. So, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay, guys, I'm taking a 10-minute break, and then I'll be back. I'm going to eat some food and do a few other things. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Keep partying. Keep engaged in the chat. You're earning claws, which is a channel currency. It's fun, and it might give you advantage of the Mega Gaw. All right. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. The name's International Stacker. I travel the world buying gold and silver. Over 1,500 videos. Thank you for the 37,000 subscriber break this morning. We're headed for 38. And silver is moving 52.82. We're headed towards my next target of 52.90. We're literally fighting the bankers. The futures are sitting at 51.58, and the gold to silver ratio is at 79.58. Let's go. Are y'all excited? We got all kinds of people in chat. We got left side store. You got to put a left side when you do the gamble. You got to do a space. You got to do a space in there. But we got left side store. We got a fat action hero, God's Eye, Barbara Wall saying welcome back. Thank you. We got Dan Lechner dropping the crabs. We got Bjorn in the house. By the way, I love the show Vikings, and one of the lead guys' name was Bjorn, so I like your name. We got Bibby949 in the house. We got Joe. We got another Joe. We got Giga in the house. Welcome everybody to the stream. We got Aaron. We got over 200 people on the stream. Please smash the like. Share the stream out, because we are literally gold and silver stackers uniting, fighting against the big bankers with the traders. We got the traders on our sides. We got Wall Street bets. Wall Street silver. Gold extends record run past 4,200. COMEX silver delivery intentions. Let's see where we're at on gold. Wow. Gold is over $4,200 an ounce. It did it. It did it when the U.S. market was closed, but now the U.S. market is open. We're at $4,205.68. Strong, extremely bullish for gold. That's extremely bullish for silver, as we're sitting at $52.83, headed towards my next target at $52.90. Is this the end of the Federal Reserve? No, it's not going to end. They might change it. They might change things, but no, it's not the end, unfortunately. Gold and silver, baby. Are you guys amped? Are you guys excited? Let's see what our friend Peter Schiff is saying. Anything silver gold related. The last three were just about, nah, it's just about tariffs. If you've got evidence of lines at coin shops or shortages or anecdotal stories, email them to me at internationalstacker@gmail.com so I could feature them on this or future streams. Silver sees record-breaking surge on London short squeeze. If silver can sustain its momentum and break convincingly past 52-53 resistance levels, it could enter a new phase of upward movement. A continued supply squeeze and robust industrial demand could push prices toward new all-time highs in the coming months. I'd say probably the coming weeks. There is more to the great silver squeeze of 2025 than financial sector. The suspension of ore refining impacts 25% of silver contracts dealing with green energy. Like solar panels. And if you guys know, just in 2025 alone, over 200 million ounces were used for solar panels and bought for solar panels. That's 50 million more than the previous year. President Trump meets with Xi soon, 5D chess. And you guys have heard all kinds of stuff about China working with BRICS and trying to do a gold-backed yuan. So that'll be interesting to see. Thank you. Now squeeze me silver. That's funny. JP Morgan exploding higher. Interesting that they are not affected by the silver squeeze. Shout out to David Carlisle. Thank you so much for the $4.99 crab dance super chat. Thank you guys for doing super chats, super stickers, and becoming channel members. It helps me do what I do, traveling the world buying gold and silver with you along the way on the adventure. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'd rather you spend that on gold and silver. But thank you for those who do that. Just liking a stream or sharing a stream, liking a video, leaving a comment, or the new hype feature. I greatly appreciate it all. It helps us grow. And this morning we broke 37,000 subs on this channel as silver's moving sideways at 52.73. See what else we got going on here. We read that one earlier. Thanks again, David Carlisle. What is this button for? Think you figured it out, David. Okay. I'm going to drop a poll in chat. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a poll. See what you guys think. Okay, got a poll in chat. See what you guys think. Be interesting to see. Who knows? Just push the button. That's funny, SGT. Hit that like button saying redeemed Patriot. Thank you so much. Smash that like button if you guys like my streams, like my channel. You guys, I put out a lot of cool long form content in Africa and Egypt and Saudi Arabia and the airport, how to get your airport through your money through security. LCSs across the nation. So check out the other videos if you're new to the channel. Mr. and Mrs. West Coast Stacker, an economy with silver at 100 ounce would be likely be experiencing severe economic downturn crisis with significant negative consequences. Factor drive the price would include weak dollar and high inflation. I mean, but we know the dollar paradigm is coming to an end. It's going to be a paradigm shift. It's inevitable when you don't have it backed by gold and silver, right? So yeah, but that's going to happen anyway. And I believe they're already positioning themselves to change the dollar into something digital with a lot of the stable coin stuff that just happened. You know, governments are going to want to move it towards 100% digital currency. That's max tax, max tracking. I'm not rooting for the U.S. economy to fail, but it's headed that way. So that's why we've been stacking and preparing ourselves for years. And writing the internet as the Paul Revere of silver to let other people know so they could prepare. I loved your old Dubai gold suit video. Thank you so much, Schnitz. I'm glad you like that. So we got a bunch of votes in. Votes are still coming in. I'm going to give it one more minute, and then I'll share with you guys the results. But right now we're at 12%. Think it's going to be over 60 by Friday. Over 55, we got this. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to be over 55. I think 60 is maybe going to come next week. Over 50, they will smack it down at 34%, and nobody, not one vote for under 50. That's awesome. Votes are still coming in. I'll give it one more minute. Silver's the new Bitcoin, says Knuckles. That's funny. Why wouldn't silver go up? I mean, people are buying at over 100 per ounce from the U.S. Mint. 100 per ounce, that's actually happened in China. I don't think that's happening in the U.S. right now. But people are buying. That's why the bankers can't smack it down. Normally, this would have been smacked down a long time ago. They would have never let it get above 30. So the demand, I believe, is driving it. Okay, we're going to end this poll. And the results of the poll. Can you guys see the results? Does it show it to you or only me? Can you guys see the results in the chat? Let me know. That's something good to know. Here in the UK, silver is subject to a VAT, value added tax, 30% and 10 to 15 bid offer spread. Gold coins are free tax and therefore much more efficient for us. That's right. Most people in the UK and EU, there's like a 20% VAT over the whole EU, are gold stackers. But the hack there is if you buy silver privately from people, then there's no VAT, right? So it's if you just go to the Bullion websites or local stores, right? So, okay, you guys can see those results. Good. So that means in the future I won't parrot them off as I've been doing. Welcome, everybody. We're in the historic days. I've never done so many live streams in my life. Usually I just do a live stream every Friday, but epic times call for epic measures. We're pushing, folks. We're pushing. The new era begins and is beginning. I don't think I've prepared myself enough for that, says SGT Stacking. Crazy times ahead for us it looks like. Don't forget to prep in other ways. Not a doomsday prepper, but probably better to have it, not need it. Oh, and while you say it, you guys can check out preparewithis.com. Preparewithis.com. It's a way I help keep the channel going. It's emergency food. It's freeze dried. It's good for 25 years. You put it in a closet and forget about it. And hopefully you never need it. But if you need it, it's there. There's a sale going on right now, a great deal. Again, you put it in the closet, you forget about it. And if a disaster happens, you won't be on your roof saying, where is FEMA? You'll be your own first responder, which is important. Being your own first responder is critical and important. So you can prepare with gold and silver. You can prepare with emergency food and other ways. Shameless plug. I've got a video of eating it and feeding it to my nieces. It's funny. I was like 5 years old. Moving sideways at 52.75. Futures market is still 51.49, so we're still in backwardation of over $1.25. Zeph is saying, I'd rather burn my roof down than ask for help from FEMA. That's funny, Zeph. I need that. Looking into it. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, preparewithis.com. Check it out. It's what I use. I've got a year supply of freeze-dried food. It's just the prudent thing to do. Hopefully I never need it. But if I need it, I'm going to look like a boss. And I've got enough to like help out friends and family, you know, along the way. Yeah, Charlie Howard, food that never goes off or gets old: rice, sugar, salt, honey, dried beans, vinegar. You know, interesting thing, when I was in Egypt, making gold and silver videos, I learned that in the Egyptian tombs, they found old like containers of honey, and the honey was still good. So honey is like one of the superfoods that evidently never goes old. You might have to like melt it down or reconstitute it, but like honey is one of the few foods that can like last thousands of years. That's crazy. Fat Action Hero, USD coin, Tether USDT or USDD. There was another one, I can't remember the name of it all. All of them are based on the USD. Yep, they're getting it ready. I deserve more subscribers, says John Betha. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that vote of confidence. Thank you to everybody here. We are getting more subscribers. We broke 37,000 subscribers this morning, which was truly fantastic. And we're on a battle. We're on an attack right now to get to 38,000 subscribers. We're at 37,000. Whoops. We're at 37,037. As silver moves sideways at 52.76, we are building a launch pad to go higher. Silver futures, we're still at 51.49. But thank you for that vote of confidence. Please like, comment, subscribe, guys. Share the stream. It helps it get out to more people. I am going to be streaming again later today at market close. So make sure that's on your calendar. Market close. So the market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'm in Key West, Florida right now. Just got here from Springfield, Illinois the other day. So if it's at 4, I'll probably be streaming from 3:30 to 4:30, something like that this evening. So we'll be going again around then. I have 20 cows outside my window right now, says Knuckles. That's awesome. What if for one day when you milk your cows, it was just liquid silver? Oh my gosh. He definitely does, says SGT Stacking. Thank you. He'll be 100K in no time. I do want to get to 100K because I get the silver play button from YouTube. It's not real silver, but when I get the silver play button, I'm going to send it to SGT Stacking, and we're going to get a real one made out of silver. What do you think, SGT? That'd probably be a kilo. Do you prefer coins or bars? I mean, I like all different types of silver, and through the years, I've added all different types. Bars are fun. Coins are fun. They all have different use cases and things. I let the deals dictate my buys. You know, that's what I've done in my stacking career. By letting the deals dictate my buys, I get the silver that I always wanted for a fraction of the premium. I do trades, let the deals dictate my buys. I have paid a little bit of premium for some silver here and there, but like I'm 5,505 ounces, and my dollar cost average is like 18.20, something like that. Maybe a little bit less now because of that video I made the other day at the silver refinery. So I like it all, but I try to get the best deal and the best stuff for resale, right? These are Universario rounds, more of a vintage thing. Got some Scottsdale silver in here. Engelhard. These are my two recent acquisitions, this 100-ounce Johnson Matthey bar and this 100-ounce Royal Canadian Mint bar. Those are my two recent acquisitions. I also got these Bitcoins at a refiner. I made a refiner video. So hope that answers that question. To all the naysayers, says Republic Cuba, aha, aha, we can, the world justify the reason with 110,000 Bitcoin that intrinsically has zero value, but we argue and belittle silver getting to 1,000. Woo! Man, if silver went to 1,000. You guys, if silver moves to 1,000, I'm going to buy a U.S. state, and you can all move there, and we'll name it after silver. And then we'll have a silver national anthem. What do you guys think? My dollar cost average is 47, says Knuckles. It's okay. It's okay. Buy the deals. Keep stacking it to the sky. Slow but steady wins the race. Dollar cost averaging. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my opinions. Your decisions are yours and yours alone. But we're in epic times. Ooh, never add water to the honey, says David Carlisle. Good to know. I think that would be epic, International Stacker. I poured silver YouTube play button. Yeah, it had to be big, though. I think it'd have to be a kilo. Or maybe just a 50 ouncer. I don't know. We'll see when we get the play button. But I got to get to 100K first, so that depends on y'all. Anytime you see my videos and feed, anytime you see anything, if you can smash the like button, if you share it. And here's the key thing YouTube looks at. If you click on a video and watch it for 10 seconds, it's bad. It's like, oh, they're like, oh, people don't like the video. But if you let the video play all the way through or mostly through, it really helps the channel. So that's the key there, is letting that video play all the way through. But yeah, liking, subscribing, sharing, all that helps me immensely. And I really, truly from the bottom of my heart do appreciate it. Gold at 42 and silver 53. Well, we're at 52.77 right now. Let's see what gold's at. Gold's still at 4,203. Give me 1 second here. I got to put my phone on the charger. 1 second. Oh, I'm back. Had to put my phone on the charger. It's down to 2%. See what we got going on here. Look at this. This is an article from India. Not even a sliver of silver available. Huge squeeze driving silver prices. Something global treasury managers are providing our clients with exposure to silver miners whose marginal cost of production and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, this is an ad from India. Massive silver squeeze at option expirations as there is virtually no shares to borrow. It's time to be honest. Money to destroy. They're paper casinos. This person's saying on 10/17 we're going to go 170 on silver. That's a bit bullish in my opinion. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it if it happens. Zeph is saying, I hate to disappoint you, but YouTube silver play button is likely fake. It won't test for silver on Sigma Pro. Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a video testing on the Sigma. No, it's plastic. But I'm going to get SGT silver to make me a silver one. That'd be a funny video testing it. Be like, you guys, we got to fix this. That would be a fun video. I might make that. Silver wants to squeeze every cent from the league. My goodness, says Tommy. Silver squeeze. That is what triggers silver price going vertical. If silver can't sustain... Oh, I read that one. Okay, let me see... I want to find more lines outside silver shops. If you guys find any, let me know. Silver still moving. We're moving sideways. 52.72. Gold to silver ratio 79.64, and futures are 51.44. Look at this. This is like an India TV station. Gold and silver prices surge. Buyers flock amid rising rates. Look at this. Please, babe, take some profit. No, I'm buying more. Hold the line. Diamond hands, silver stackers, gold stackers, paper traders, silver Wall Street bets, silver Wall Street. Everyone's combining together to fight the big bankers. We are storming the beaches. That's cool. All right, guys. I got to do a few things around the house. I got to get some stuff done. I'm going to be back on stream probably about 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because the market closes at 4, so we'll do maybe an hour stream this evening. But thank you so much. Please like the video on your way out. Please make sure you're subscribed. I travel the world buying gold and silver with you along my side, and it is a journey. It has been a quest, and it's not stopping, and we're just picking up steam. I'm giving away nearly 40 ounces of silver and some gold soon, so check out the 280K gold and silver full stack video to see some of that and maybe get an advantage or two. I don't know. So check that out. I'm going to have a video coming out this week sometime, maybe the weekend, on how to enter the Mega GA. I'm going to be ending the stream with silver moving sideways at 52.71. I'm still bullish, 51.44. And I am looking for us to close the day at 53. We'll see if we can get there. But if you look at this volume and the fact that we haven't had a major breakdown, the breakdown really came like pre-market and right as market opening. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. Thank you all. Smash the like button. And I guess I'll say, catch you on the next one.